Hello, you are listening to the dulcet tones of Hannah, and this is Phagocytosis, as brief yet helpful as I can make it. Phagocytosis is the process in which pathogens, not antigens, I'll tell you the difference in a minute, are destroyed by phagocytes, which are a type of white blood cell, sometimes known as macrophage, but for this purpose we're calling them phagocytes. This is a super easy name to remember because it's very much integrated into the name of the whole process. It's part of the specific immune response to keep us from getting sick and keeping the sickness from overtaking our entire body. A couple of key words and terms to remember are phagocytes, antigens, and pathogens. Antigens are the sexy little proteins found on the surface of cells, in this case foreign antigens that don't belong to us, where the pathogen is the taxi service for the antigens that can be anything from a bacteria to a virus to a fungi. We also have lysozyme and lysosomes. Again, important distinction to remember, which I usually don't. Lysozymes are the enzymes that reside inside the lysosomes. Please take care with spelling in the exam. And antigen-presenting cells, which we will get to right at the end. If it was presented like a sports commentary, phagocytosis would go something like this. Well now, Joe, the unknown pathogen enters the body with full intent to absolutely destroy it. It's really gaining. We've never seen anything like this pathogen. It's really catching up to those cells, and I do believe it's going to take them over. But wait, what's this? A phagocyte with a steel chair? We haven't seen anything like this since the last time we got sick. Now pause that for a sec, and let's do a little close-up to check what's going down on that pitch. That phagocyte has done an incredible job of recognising that this pathogen is foreign, not on our team, and has identified this by the foreign antigens triggering an immune response. It knows that it's not ours and therefore must be hostile. So now what? Well, the phagocyte closes in, it's got the pathogen cornered, and just like that, it's engulfed it in its cytoplasm. The crowd is roaring. This is a huge win for our body. It won't recover from that. Pause again. That foreign pathogen is now trapped inside our phagocyte, well and truly scuppered. It is contained in what's called a phagocytic vacuole, a very fancy word for what is essentially a bubble in the cytoplasm, and it's really going to struggle to do anything to our cells from there. That lysosome from earlier, our organelle, then fuses with our bubble, releasing its lysozymes, our enzymes, into the space, which then break down that pathogen and effectively destroys it completely. All done? Right? Wrong. Tune back into that sports game one last time. The pathogen is destroyed, absolutely dead. Our phagocyte has done a stellar job at completely ruining its chances of taking over the pitch. And what's this? What's happening now? It appears that the phagocyte is actually stealing the pathogen's player shirt and putting it on so that our team knows that the phagocyte has successfully smacked down on that particular pathogen and can do it again if so needed. Off it goes now off the pitch to a lovely retirement and lives a peaceful life until it's needed to destroy another pathogen of the same type another time, which it can do in record time, having had lots of practice. So what happened there? Good question that you didn't ask. Basically, now that the pathogen has been destroyed and this phagocyte knows exactly what it is and how to defeat it, it gets absolutely swagged out with those antigens that were originally on the pathogen, and it has become that key word I mentioned earlier, the antigen-presenting cell. Once the antigens are stuck to the surface, it activates other immune system cells, and then our fresh antigen-presenting cell can swan off to have a very busy career of absolutely nothing until that pathogen with its same antigens returns, and it can have his arse handed to it by this cell specific to doing just that. Good luck in the exam. I hope I've helped.